Hi, my name is Tommy Morris, and I'm the Program Associate with the Youth Justice Team here at Liberty Hill.
My name is Gerrlyn. I am the Senior Program Manager of Public Partnerships in the programs team.
Just my passion for social change. Growing up in a single parent household, my father struggling to barely make ends meet, experiencing homelessness, experiencing a lot of death and loss, and surviving the juvenile justice system. I just want to make sure that those most impacted by these conditions, that they are able to tell their truth, and assist in leading the charge in community transformation and restoration. So I would say my lived experience, drives my passion to do this work here at Liberty Hill.
So there are many things. I think something I often think about, if anything, I think a lot of my passion kind of stems from my upbringing, similar to like a lot of people. I was raised in San Joaquin Central Valley in Stockton, which has just like a really ripe history of like social activism in the Filipino community. And as a Filipino American myself, a lot of that has just kind of been embedded in like the education that I received, like growing up with folks in the community who I was lucky enough to be able to cross paths with and meet. And I think in addition to that, just kind of, growing up in a not so resourced community and in a lower income community filled with tons of different immigrant communities as well, really helped to kind of shape my experience. And so kind of moving out of that area to San Diego, to La Jolla, which was just like the total polar opposite of where I grew up, really started to allow me to understand and see some of the systemic inequities that I experienced and that I was around growing up, which I totally thought was like, starting to really it allowed me to become really politicized when I moved to San Diego going to my undergrad. And so after that, I just really for many reasons, wanted to dedicate my career and a lot of my life to fighting for social justice.
What I'm looking forward to the most is continuing to cultivate meaningful relationships with our community partners, while building upon my knowledge of the philanthropic sector. I want to continue to be that advocate for system-impacted youth who never really had an honest shot at success and who really just need support, guidance, and love. Love in itself is just so transformative.
This is my first philanthropy job. So I think first and foremost, really getting a chance to understand like what it means to work in philanthropy, I think in general. It's not necessarily a path I really envisioned myself in, although I'm super grateful to have this experience because it really, to me, we are in a very privileged place of power to have a lot of the monetary resources, as well as like influence on policy, as well as other types of social change within LA and beyond. And so for me, it's all about learning about how do we kind of utilize that privilege and our power for good, obviously, and moving forward our mission with the organization. And in my role, how can we really think about strategic partnerships and public partnerships really intentionally to fuel that, right? Which for me, again, is a bit of a newer role. And so I'm just really looking forward to working with folks to kind of figure that out long term.